currently May 4th, we're a little after 7 in the morning, and today is Driven Calgary, which if you don't know, Driven is Canada's biggest car show, and today I'm going to be taking my Integra there, and we're going to be in the show. She's looking absolutely beautiful. We'll have to get her warmed up, and we'll be heading over to the show shortly. Alrighty, so we're currently parked up. We're inside of the Olympic Oval. Absolutely huge venue, and there's gonna be tons of cars here, tons more rolling in still. But yeah, I just got the car in, we're parked up, and got it nice and detailed too, so it'll be nice and shiny for everyone that's coming. All right, so the show's been absolutely insane. We've been here for a while. I'll go around and show you guys some of my favorite cars, and of course, you know, if you've seen some of my other car shows, of course I'm gonna do a cinematic video for you guys as well. Give you guys an actual idea of how big the show is. This is it behind me, absolutely filled to the brim with cars. All amazing cars, and a lot of great cars I'll be showing you guys as well. Absolutely beautiful line of Hondas. You gotta have it, right? Beautiful. I think it's a B16 turbo. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Four-door, you know this thing rips for sure. Couple of 370s, can't go wrong, can't go wrong. This right here, this is probably my favorite RX-7 I think I've ever seen. Color, absolutely beautiful. Wheels are amazing, and take a look at the calipers. Just look, all the colors just flow so nicely. The car just absolutely great. I absolutely love this one. Peeking in the back right there, you got a GTR, a Bayside Blue GTR, absolutely amazing. Of course, you gotta love the Preludes. Gotta love the Preludes. All right, I'm here with Tony. He's got this absolutely beautiful '92 Integra GSR, right? LS, okay, well, it's got a LS VTEC under the hood though, right. So, and a turbo, yes. So better than a GSR. No, this thing's absolutely amazing, period correct. It's got, I'll do a little walk around, but it's, what's your favorite part about this car?
Favorite part of the car, I would say the audio, because it's different from everybody else's. Actually, the whole car is different from everybody else's, but yeah, the audio is probably one of my favorites.
It's yeah, this whole car is really well done. Period correct, built motor with a turbo, just absolutely gorgeous. Now, when you think Fast and Furious, right? This is the kind of car that comes to mind, and that was the inspiration behind this car, wasn't
100%.
It? Absolutely. Yeah, it looks great. How long has it been like this in this form, would you say?
It took me about 9 years to build it, and from after that 9 years, she stayed how she is.
So what year would you say you finished this car?
Let's see, so 93? Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
So this is absolute masterpiece, in my opinion.
Thank you.
And yeah, it looks great, and it looks like you just finished it. Like, it looks brand new still, so it looks great. Great job.
It's love.
Exactly. We got the cream taggy parked up here. Lambo M50 turboed E36. I'm getting outshone here, and then there's also a slant nose as well, so just getting tossed in the middle. There's the trash cans in front of me. Yeah. But everyone was still great. They hooked it up with a really great spot along the back wall, so super stoked to be able to be here. Thank you, Driven, for bringing me out. Just an absolute insane amount of beautiful cars here. This one here is definitely one of my personal favorites. 996 RWB wide body 911. Absolutely gorgeous car. Really well done. And I love the livery on it. It looks great. People are starting to roll out, as you can see. Lots of great cars, lots of great cars. Another RWB right here, amazing car. This is definitely one though that I thought I'd have to show you guys. Now I think most of you will know what this is, but it's a Veilside RX-7 wrapped to be exactly like Han's RX-7 from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Did an amazing job with this car. Belongs to Lift King. You can check him out on Instagram. Looks just absolutely amazing. They did a really great job with it, and I'm looking forward to see what continues to happen with this particular car. Now, some of you guys may know of Infamous Aero. They make some really great body kits for cars and also like body parts and whatnot, that sort of thing. And there are a bunch of their cars look absolutely amazing. Down here we got a friend of mine, TJ Lamb. You guys might know him as Magnet Cars on Instagram. This is his 190E that he's doing an Evo 2 body kit on. Absolutely amazing car. You guys need to go check this out and follow the progress. Packing up, how's it coming?
Good, man. We sold $975 worth of merch.
Nice,
30 pieces. I bought 70, but I'll use those in future events. So I pretty much broke even on like what I paid for the merch and what I've sold so far. So the rest of my 40 pieces are all profit.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's good. Yeah, I'm surprised. We sold more than I thought. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't really know what to expect. This is my first time ever even having my car in a car show.
Right.
Let alone to be like one like this.
Yeah, like Driven, for example, where it's absolutely massive. Yeah.
It's like I'm in a mini SEMA, which is
exactly,
really cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So what do you think of? You brought Sharpies.
Yeah.
You gave the people Sharpies.
Yeah.
And you said go crazy. What do you think?
It was a massive mistake. No, I'm just kidding. It was great. Like, everyone loved it. I enjoyed watching people get joy from drawing on the car. Everyone's kind of like shocked. They're like, you're gonna let me draw in the car? Some people even were like, I don't really want to do it. I feel bad.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's other people who decided, okay, I'm gonna draw wherever I want. And they drew on like the wheels, the windows, even my sticker. People even drew on the windshield, like literally every square inch, the headlight. The only thing that wasn't touched were my tail lights.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. But literally even my license plate. Like,
wild.
Why? Like, I need
And you
that.
just got these wheels powder coated recently too, right?
Yeah. One of them was just finished yesterday.
Oh, wild. Well, hopefully it'll come out. We'll help you clean it up. We'll help you clean it up.
You will?
Yeah, I got you. Alright, so we're out here at WeekFest Seattle 2024. Two friends today. You guys want to say hi?
What's up?
Shout yourself out.
Hello, Marcus. Hello, Elvis. Carl.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been cruising with these guys today. I just met them today, so we've just been hanging out and looking at cool cars.
Remember when he said that NSXs are terrible cars?
Yeah, this one looks a lot better. This one looks a lot better.
I completely agree.
Still terrible though.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. No, I think this is beautiful. Whoa! That is, it's like
The size difference. They're very tiny. It looks like an arm. Like you've gone to the gym for like 6 months.
Pump it up.
if Popeye's arms were an intake. That's
so
what you get.
funny.
That's wild. Beautiful S2K next to another beautiful S2K.
Bro, yo, that's sick. Twin charged. That's pretty cool.
Look at that.
What?
Okay, so supercharger, turbocharger.
Wait, I'm so confused.
How much boost do you think this thing makes?
A lot.
That's insane. The gorgeous, but the rest of the car is like too as well. Look at, I love this color. Kind of like similar to Champ White, a little bit different, but looks amazing. Great interior. Absolutely gorgeous setup. R2K, beautiful red. I love the wide body on this. And then, of course, I'm gonna be pointing out all the Hondas, obviously, but beautiful boosted Civic here. I don't know if you can see it on video, but it is a B18C5, which is a Integra Type R motor. Beautiful S13, R32, another Civic, and of course, beautiful Integra.
Headrest.
Beautiful NA setup here. Fresh cut over here.
Dang it. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love watching nowadays. They're amazing.
Elvis, what do you think?
This is so sick. Look at the girth.
It's so, it doesn't even show like how wide it is on video.
Wide.
It's massive.
I think it's a foot and a half on either end.
Foot and a half on either end, you say?
That's insanely wide.
That's actually so nuts. Look at the dish on these. That's absolutely insane. Favorite car?
Where? Oh.
Right here. Beautiful NSXs. 1, 2. I think this one was here last year, if I remember correctly. I love the white badge. White Honda badge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sick. Oh, I know. I'll be back. Yeah. Let me go meet my brethren.
Oh, but look at that though, right there.
Is that a trash bag? I'm kidding.
Ooh. Absolutely beautiful Integra Type R. Mugen wing as well. I actually thought it was I saw you posted somewhere. Elvis absolutely loves these stance cars. They're his favorite.
I love stance cars. Is it? No, it's not an LS. That's not an LS. No, it kind of has a similar intake manifold. That's a Coyote. No, what is this?
Is it Chevy?
I don't think it's LS. Just
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's like that. No,
it's
not
gotta be a
LS.
Coyote.
So I was like, what?
All I know is it's not a B or a K series. Really beautiful champion white Integra Type R. K-swap with ITBs. Got the red Recaros, of course, and Gen 2 Mugen wing. This thing looks absolutely beautiful all tied together. Next to the Integra, absolutely beautiful Civic. Really nice interior, bride reds, and a B18C as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Today I'm going to be installing a new part that I got from Trueheart, and it's going to help tie my rear end suspension all together and look really, really cool. And what I've got here is a rear subframe brace. It looks just like this guy right here, and it's going to be going down under here and tying my control arms together. This will help stiffen up my rear end and make it look really, really cool at the same time. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it and get started. All right, so in a previous video, we installed these lower control arms, and basically our subframe brace is gonna be bolting up all along here and connecting these two guys together. If you're gonna be doing this yourself, I highly recommend grabbing some PB Blast or WD-40 and blasting all these bolts. Now, this car is fairly rust-free, but there is a little bit of surfaced rust that's built up, and it causes these guys to seize up really easily. All right, so we've got both of our lower control arm bolts out of our subframe now. So now I think we just gotta figure out getting this stuff all disconnected and pulled off. That way we can put the subframe brace on, and instead of this bolting to the subframe, I think it bolts directly onto the brace itself. Alrighty, and then roughly 5 minutes later, we've got everything unbolted. I highly recommend that you guys use some sort of WD-40 PB Blast or something along those lines. You really don't want to snap these bolts. If you do, it's not the end of the world. You can like extract them. It's not a total pain, but it does make your life a lot more difficult, and it makes them come out real fast. So use some kind of cleaner or something to get the if it's rusty. That'll help you out. Now we're gonna grab this guy, mock it up, and make sure everything fits nicely. All right, and just like that, we've got this thing bolted up in its place. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this install was easy, but it was also difficult in the fact that I didn't know where the heck stuff was supposed to bolt in. I had to unbolt one screw, but not the other on my ABS lines. And this guy doesn't even have a top bolt that's supposed to bolt into, just the bottom one. I think that's probably just because TrueHeart is expecting you to buy their sway bar, which I might do in the future. We'll see. I definitely want to upgrade this thing regardless, though, whatever I get. I do wish that this thing came with some form of instruction, or at least showed you where items are supposed to go, because I had these guys left over. What I'm fairly certain after doing a lot of Googling and research, because there isn't a lot of information on these parts just because they're a smaller company, is that they're supposed to go in the back where this this kind of like horn, however you want to call it, this guy is. This is supposed to replace that. However, I just reused the OEM bolts for that particular spot and reused that there. So it will definitely be nice and tight, and there's plenty of room for it there. So we're all good with this guy. It's all gonna be safe is what I'm saying. Overall though, it looks absolutely amazing. It'll look even better once I get a new sway bar in here. But for the meantime, it looks great. Especially when we take a step back and look at it all tied together, especially with the Yonaka exhaust. Shout out to Yonaka. It all flows really well, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna look. One thing I have been considering is that since I got this thing in now, is cutting out this section of the bumper. Now it is a facelift, so it's kind of funny because I swapped the facelift bumper over because this Integra is a 96. But I thought it'd be cool cutting this out. This part kind of droops down a little bit, but if I cut this out, then it may make this a bit more obvious. Of course, then I'd want to get a new sway bar, and I'd probably want to paint the where the trunk comes down to about here. You can kind of see the jack point right here. Overall, though, I am pretty happy with how this turned out. Considering the not understanding exactly where everything goes, it did still all go together pretty easily, and I had this fully installed in about an hour. That includes a lot of bolts that were being really annoying as well. So if you guys are looking for any kind of suspension components, anything like that, and you're looking for something on the cheap, and you're not worried with trying to figure out exactly how things go, or maybe if it's a little bit difficult to bolt something up, then I would highly recommend getting TrueHeart. I have their coilovers as well, and I've been running them for around 2 years, daily driving them on and off, and they're still just as good as when I got them. I have the lower control arms, as you guys saw, and now the subframe brace. Everything looks great. The control arms have been great, and it is a noticeable difference. So if you guys are looking for suspension components, you want something on the cheap, and you don't mind doing a little bit of extra work or taking your time a little bit longer, then I highly recommend going and checking out TrueHeart. Now this isn't paid, but they did help me out with a small discount. So thank you TrueHeart for helping me out with that. Now on top of my hood here, I've got a box with some new parts in it. Now as you may see by what it says on the box, I've got myself some new headlights for me here. And I've got this package from Bosla as well. So these are Bosla's color changing headlights, LED bulbs. We're gonna be installing these today and checking them out. Now, if you've been following the channel for a little bit of time, you will know that before I had this Integra, I had a previous one that was the same color. and I had some different headlights on it, and they were chrome halo headlights, and I really liked how they looked. And ever since I've had this car, I've always wanted to get those headlights again, and that's exactly what I've got in this box. I also realized I completely forgot to mention I got these headlights off of Amazon. That's right, Amazon. They're around $160 Canadian. Super cheap. And if you want to go pick these up yourself, the link will be down in the description below. The one thing that's actually special about these bulbs is that they can actually change color depending on what kind of weather conditions you're driving in. So they've got your typical white light. Actually on the side here it shows you, and they've got a couple of different yellow settings for different types of weather, rain, fog, snow, anything like that. It gives you different colors that'll help you see better. I want to say a huge thank you to Basla for sending me these headlights. Completely free of charge. I sent them out just so I would do a couple of videos on it. So I'm stoked to get these in the car and see how they work. Without any further ado, let's open up this box and see what's inside. Let's take a closer look at these guys. So as you can kind of see through the plastic here, they got a nice halo ring in them, and they're nice and chrome, as opposed to these ones, which are like a black housing. Now these are OEM headlights, but they've got a black housing in them that was done aftermarket, custom. I'm not a fan of it. They just kind of came with my original Integra. I swapped these headlights on them when I did my full facelift conversion because this car is a 96. I'm stoked to see how these are gonna look on the car. Let's crack these suckers open. All right, so now we've got both of our headlights pulled out. We're gonna have to pop the hood and start taking this front bumper off so we can get the old ones out and the new ones in. Got our bolts undone on the front. Should just be able to slide this guy off now. Just like that, our bumper is disconnected, and now we can get at these headlights. Just a couple of 10 mils here, pop these suckers off, and there should be one down there as well. All right, so both the headlights are out, as you can see. Now we're gonna be tossing the two new ones in, and hopefully wiring should be pretty straightforward. Now I know what you're saying, this bash bar does not look great. I'm fully aware. I actually have a brand new one that's in new condition. That's gonna be going on. Everything will be sorted out. That's why I'm pretty sure if you've seen my hood fitment isn't the perfect, it's not the worst, it's also not the best because of this bash bar. And that will be getting fixed this winter when I pull everything apart to turbo this car. Without any further ado, let's toss these new headlights in and see how it looks. All right, and that's the first side in. Looks good. Now, the way that these are situated, now these headlights aren't from Basla, just the bulbs are from Basla, but there's a whole bunch of mess with this. But I think actually swapping to the Basla lights are actually gonna make this whole install process easier, because the way it comes is you're supposed to actually splice in the wires for the halos themselves. But I think I'll make it a lot easier by putting it in with these LEDs. So we'll leave that for now. We'll get everything buttoned up so we can see how it looks. And then after, I'll go in and I'll install the LEDs and show you what I mean by that. All right, and just like that, we got both of them loosely buttoned up. We'll do some adjusting later, but let's pull this protective plastic off and see what's underneath. Look at that, looks amazing. Yeah, we'll pull these off and then I get this bumper kind of roughly mounted back up and see how it all looks together. All right, and just like that, we've got the bumper mounted back up, headlights all in place, and they look absolutely phenomenal. Don't worry, my hood is popped. That's not what my actual bumper gap looks like. But I think it looks absolutely amazing. I'm super stoked. And it really feels like I got my first Integra back almost. It's the same headlights I had, and it was kind of the last thing I felt like I needed to do in order to bring back the look of the old Integra. And that's exactly what it did. I'm super happy with it. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal, and it also kind of brings back some old memories as well. So without any further ado, let's jump into installing these Basla headlights and get everything wired up and see how they look. All right, and just like that, the first bulb is in on the driver's side. Now it was pretty difficult to get it sorted, but that's because these headlights aren't OEM, and so they have a different bulb size than what's factory. So I had to do a little bit of tinkering to get these to fit, but Bosla did send me ones that fit for these headlights. So these plug in great. Just getting them situated in the car, that's the difficult part. Got our headlights installed and fully working. So our outside two are the ones that we got from Bosla, and our inside two are the ones that came from the kit. Now these inside two are high beams. Those you actually aren't going to see those very often, but the outside two are the ones you're going to really see. But it is a little too bright right now, so we'll come back at night and check these out. Overall though, even just from what I can see right now, I'm super stoked with how these turned out, and definitely think that they're making a really big difference on the car. Without any further ado, let's jump to night and see what they look like in the dark. All right, and just like that, it is nighttime, nice and dark, and as you can see, I've got the headlights on. They're nice and bright, large spread, and they look absolutely amazing. I hope to get some LED high beams for this car at some point, but in the meantime, these will do great. These are nice and bright, and we're gonna hop on the highway now, and I'm gonna show you exactly what makes these headlights special. As you can see right now, they're nice and bright, nice and white, but we're gonna hop on the highway and I'm gonna show you all the different color changing options for these things. All right, so we're on the highway now, and as you can see, it may be hard to see on video, but these are just the low beams. It's got a pretty far distance. Again, difficult to see on video, but I can actually see pretty far. This is the high beams as well. Again, like you can't really see on video, but I've got at least 100 feet of vision, even without the high beams. So that's pretty sweet. We won't be hitting any deer in this thing, hopefully. It's nice and dark, as you can see, and we've got the lights turned on, and how far we can see is absolutely insane. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what makes these headlights super special. So if we come over to the interior here, turn them off and back on again, I don't know how well it's coming up on video, but they are a lot more yellow now, a lot more of a warmer tone, almost like they're halogens, but they're not, they're LEDs. What's even cooler though, is that if we come back here again, flick them off and then on again, now you can super tell on video, these are nice and yellow, dark yellow, which is really cool. And what makes this so cool is that this makes it easier to drive in different weather conditions like fog, rain, or snow. It cuts through anything that would normally reflect light back at you, so it makes it easier to drive in those harsher conditions. These lights do have one more feature though, and I'm going to show you that right now, which I think is really cool. And if one more time we flick them off and back on again, now it's got a hazard on it, which is really sweet because on these cars, typically the hazards aren't super bright. So this makes it nice and bright, very clear for anyone that there's a hazard here. And the other part I like about this is when it's blinking like that, you can really see the halos nice and bright and blue on there, which I think is really cool. Hey guys, my name is Logan, or it's Mr. Cream. Today's gonna be a pretty cool video. We're gonna go pick up a buddy of mine, TJ, and then from there, we're gonna head down to a pretty crazy show today. It should be a pretty big one. Hopefully we'll see some pretty sweet stuff, and I'm gonna take you guys along on this journey with me. But first, we gotta go pick up TJ, and then we gotta go pick up his car, and it's something special, so you wanna check that out. This guy doesn't know how to operate his R8, huh?
All right, let's go get the 190 finally from Mercedes. Time to pick it up, and no, that is not my Audi R8. Sometimes get to drive these crazy cars. Oh, while my car was in the shop for 3 months, there's a rental company in Calgary, and by some miracle, they decided to lend me cars to drive while my car's in the shop. And I genuinely only put a quarter of a tank in, because that's all the money I have in my bank account. Let's go get the car. Thanks, Logan, for picking me up.
12 seconds later.
If you guys haven't seen this car yet, go check out his YouTube or his Instagram at Magna Cars. Absolutely beautiful car, built by infamous Aero, local wide body and Aero company here in Calgary. Looks absolutely amazing. Full Evo 2 replica kit. All right, so we've made it to Lethbridge, the town where the show is, and we just happened to pull in. We're driving behind this cream Chevy Chevelle. So I have no idea who this guy is, but our cars are pretty much the exact same color. And I bet you, I wonder if everyone thinks that this guy's my grandpa. What do you think?
They could. You look like him.
All right, so we've made it to Lethbridge. We're here with the Integra and TJ, and we've already seen a ton of crazy cars. If you want to see a lot of the stuff from when we were just driving around, you can head over his channel. Yeah, we're gonna go walk around. We're gonna go check out some cars, see what we can find,
food, maybe.
and potentially get some food because there's a ton of food trucks over this way. That's Civic. I think that Civic over there is an EM1. That's pretty sweet. I miss mine. Controversial opinion, the E36 convertible is actually cool.
Ugly.
Check that out. Okay. The Prelude there, that's pretty sick. There's children screaming over here.
Want some more boxes? What I'm really here for is the E30.
That's pretty sick, that E30. Just ignore all the like supercars and muscle cars, it's the E30. This thing is super low, it looks so sick. Right in front of the cop. Guy's got all the balls, that's crazy. Pretty sick MR2 right here. Check out those old Datsun.
Now that's cool.
I want one of those. And it's turbo, that's sick. That's what you're hoping to see.
What I'm looking for. There's one. That's actually pretty clean.
S13 on the other side.
What is that thingy?
I like the color on this truck.
Oh, nice right there. Oh,
We got to be very careful we're out here because this is prime Mustang territory. Huge crowds all here for the cars, and you got to be careful because
no. This is what Mustangs like to hunt.
yeah, this is prime Mustang hunting zones. All right, so we pulled up at this kind of meet out kind of off the road here where everyone was driving. TJ, we seen any cool cars?
This thing is my favorite here.
TJ really likes this E28. It's definitely a special kind of car. Got a lot of like patina, rust. Yeah, it's definitely different, that's for sure.
By far my favorite car I've actually seen at this cruise event.
I do really like this, like the black on black
See?
Z. Yeah, it's pretty,
Purple underglow?
with the purple underglow. It does look pretty sick. I dig it.
Oh, that was black on black with purple underglow in America.
Did you really?
Yeah, Audi A4 V8 manual.
Your Audi A4 was cool, but I think that this is definitely cooler.
I agree.
Yeah, I like how it's fully blacked out, except for the reverse lights.
I like the diffuser.
The diffuser is nice, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, carbony.
So this is kind of more my speed. This is a proper Integra Type R, but this isn't just any Acura Integra Type R. This is actually a Honda Integra Type R. This is a JDM Integra. 1996? 96. So same year as my car, but from Japan, and it's also a Type R. 430,000 kilometers. This is something special. And then way off in the distance, there's just casually a tank rolling through. Who brings a tank to a car meet? And Morgan really wants me to point out his JDM Honda Fit with his JDM Honda Fit wing.
I just wanted to show you that I put it back on.
Well, all of the internet is gonna get to see your JDM Honda Fit. This is exactly what every single Honda Fit owner looks like right here.
Scuffed wing.
And what do we think is going wrong with this thing right now?
Baby head gasket. It's a fresh, whole new June top end in it, so it's either head gasket or maybe it's just assembly grease from the build in the oil.
Hopefully it's okay. So full June head.
Head, cams, valve springs, like full top end.
That's pretty special.
Honda problems. What can I say?
He just doesn't understand. TJ just doesn't understand. 180. That's a sick livery. I dig that.
Like quite literally, it's like you might be able to see it on the wall.
The Stadium S13, absolutely beautiful. Green Bay, super clean car. Looks like it's in absolutely great shape. I love the two-tone on these things. I think it looks phenomenal. We got GF8 here, and then a GCA that's just backing in now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a beautiful day, nice Sunday morning, and we're gonna be taking out the Integra, just filled her up with gas. Yeah, we're gonna be going and checking out some cool cars. Come along for the journey, and hopefully we see some interesting stuff. Who knows? Casual NSX just parked up. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, a little Type S, DC5. TJ would like that. That's sick. 2.6 190E. Looks mint too. The Integra's all parked up. Already starting to see a bunch of really crazy cars. So we're gonna head over and see what we can find. All right, just walking in. It's looking absolutely packed. This is crazy. Absolutely beautiful Cobra. Beautiful. These SLRs are super sick. It goes. That's such a sick license plate. Very cool cars. Very cool cars indeed. GT3 RS. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me because it's super loud here, but so many crazy cars. I was not expecting this. I had no idea what was going to be here. Friend just told me about this. I pulled up and this is absolutely nuts. Beautiful 993. Got an R8 Spider here, that's sick. Okay, what do you think the nicest car here is?
Probably I haven't looked at them all yet. I haven't gone past here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of crazy stuff. There's an SLR.
Yeah, the SLRs are awesome.
STO.
Actually, that same friend Daniel, he spoke to the owner. That was the cheap one. It was $500,000
For the SLR?
for the S. That's the cheap one.
Hey, that's a cheap one. That's crazy.
That's the base model cheap one.
That's insane.
That's insane, bro. I could not.
I like that Rolls Royce down there.
Those are nice Rolls down there, like an older Rolls.
No, new Ghost.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like
gotcha.
mine, but brand new.
Right.
It's like the exact same, just has white interior instead of blue.
Right.
Are you filming?
I am filming.
Okay, the Rolls Royce Ghost, that's probably my favorite. The SLR, and I haven't looked at what else. I always love SLRs.
There's a bunch of crazy stuff. There's even just stuff like cool stuff like street parked.
Yeah.
Like there's like an R8 like just on the street.
There's lowriders across the street there.
There's lowriders across the street.
Yeah, there's like
here or like outside.
No,
across
like
the street?
outside, like you go across the street, and there's like 2 or 3 lowriders just parked in like whatever.
There's also a 993 GT2 replica built off a turbo. That's also top 3.
Okay, I'll have to check that out too then.
Yeah.
See you guys. So all the Datsuns. There's a Datsun there and a Datsun over
I was
there.
gonna say there's one over there. There's also a 300 over there as well.
Yeah. Then there's that black 240 over there. That one's done up really nice.
Where's
That's
Lift King?
Lift King's like right around the corner. He's got Eleanor here.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Well,
it is
just
nice.
walk past
There's a
it.
Cobra down there too, by the
I
way.
didn't see him.
It's a 427
Oh,
over there.
then that's up there.
Yeah.
Always. All right, I'll go
All right,
keep
I'll
looking.
see you around.
Bye.
What's up, boss? This man's a big hugger.
Oh no, am I on film?
Yeah, you're on film. Yeah, you're gonna be on YouTube.
Am I on the camera reel?
Sure
Am I on film? Huh? Very demure, very mindful.
This is where you work now, hey?
This is where I work now.
This is a pretty, like, dude, okay, TJ texted me. He was like, hey, there's this, like, small show that's gonna be on Sunday. You should come after church.
small show.
And I'm like, okay. And I pull up, this is probably the best thing I've seen in Calgary.
Great variety of cars, people, and dogs.
And dogs.
You want to come see my new intake?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're looking at some cars. We got Stefan's infamous wide body Supra. Dang. That 914 is so nice. Oh yeah, then there's your car. Okay, he's got a GTI, an 8th gen. He just put his new intake on. That actually looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty sick.
I honestly, so I had the open air intake last time, and then I felt like whenever I was on the throttle, it would like purge and like lose power.
Right.
But this just feels linear.
So infamous Aero built this BMW. It came out absolutely amazing. If you guys want, you're actually able to order this kit. They make it, they'll ship it out to you, so go check them out. All right, so I want to say a huge shout out to My Auto. Is that right?
My Auto.
My Auto. Okay, so give a little description of what My Auto does.
So we do a lot of different things regarding automotive stuff. So PPF, paint protection film, ceramic coatings, window tint, customization, wheels, detailing. Yeah, My Auto is kind of a brand catered towards like car enthusiasts. So yeah, it's a lifestyle brand.
So basically, like, if you want your car to look nice, go to My Auto.
Pretty much.
Sick.
Easiest way to put it.
They just casually put on what was arguably probably the best show in the city that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, there's been bigger, but I don't think there's been better. So, huge shout out to them for putting this on. Let's get back to looking at some cars.
Let's go.
The Harlequin. I know the Harlequin S4 looks super, super sick. But
People don't know.
I want to look at this thing. Art. This is like absolutely beautiful. 993. Got Lift King's Eleanor right here. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. Super nice Datsun here. Absolutely beautiful Fairlady Z. Gorgeous car. This might, I think this is all right. I gotta do the intro, then a freaking Huracan just starts revving its engine. All right, so some of the cars starting to roll out. We're gonna start getting some clips of that. Hopefully you guys will see some of these cool cars rolling away.
Chester's not that bad. What was the other until I got married, I think. Then all of a sudden I get
Like live in the area?
Yeah, and then I saw the tank. I saw your Integra down like on the street right there.
Oh yeah?
TJ's car.
That's hilarious.
This is crazy.
Yeah, TJ like totally underhyped this. He was like, it's gonna be like a small little meet, you know.
I thought it was
you
a
should
lot
come if you
smaller.
can. I pull
dude.
up and this is like one of the best things you can.
I was just going out for like breakfast with my mom, right? And I just see like R8s and Ferraris parked down the street. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I turned the corner and there's a whole car show.
Yeah, it's insane. Super nuts.
This is dope though.
Today we're going to be taking out the Integra here, and we're going to be heading to a little show called Tuner Bash. Now there's going to be a lot going on, so stay tuned. There's going to be lots of drifting, there's going to be some drag racing, there's going to be a ton of really cool show cars as well, which we'll get to there. Before we do anything else, though, this car is absolutely filthy, so we're going to have to wash this thing before we head to the show. All right, so we made it. We're at the show and we're currently driving on a runway. Check this out. Just wide open runway. So this is where they're gonna be doing a bunch of drag racing later. Super stoked to see all that. Pretty clean little 180 in front of us. That's pretty sweet. All right, so we made it. We're here at Tuner Bash with the Integra. As you can see, there's a ton of really crazy cars here, a lot of really cool stuff. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna check everything out and see what we can find and who we can find.
What's up, buddy?
They let you in here?
Hey, yeah.
How's it going?
Gang, wanna buy some? just kidding. Don't post that online. Get raided again. How's it going?
Good, man. How you been?
Good. I didn't want to wait over there, so I was like, just let me go in the show.
Yeah.
And they were like, cool, go for it.
All right, Integra's posted up, looking good. Next is absolutely beautiful, era accurate CRX. Absolutely beautiful. This thing's for sale, hey?
Yeah, it is.
All right, how much?
Yeah.
How much?
I'm gonna put it up for 15,000.
15,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually, for what this thing is, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's full era correct build.
Yeah.
Has a D16Y7 that I put in fresh this year.
Yeah.
The stereo is all Sony Explode amp, Alpine V12 amp.
Nice.
12s in the back, flip deck. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's proper. It's sad to see it go, but at the same time, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he did say he has something new in mind, which is also pretty exciting, so that'll be sweet. But yeah, if you guys want this thing, it's for sale.
Hell yeah. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. My name's Delano.
Delano, nice to meet you. Spencer, nice to meet you.
I saw your car rolling in.
Yeah, man. It was hunting
the
so
Civic,
bad.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a little pitch patch Civic, you know. You got any zip ties?
I have two.
I have one.
Do you need a zip tie?
I need some zip ties.
I might have a few. Let me see.
What do you need a zip tie?
Dave's one of his battery cables or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucky. Come on. Of course, you know to come to the guys with the old Honda.
Yeah, I knew I would find some.
We
over
all
here.
know that both of these cars are put together with zip ties.
It's funny, the that Ford that we had over there has the exact same tack in it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Probably from the same.
Good boss.
Good.
For those you don't know, this is Caden.
What's going
You may
on?
have seen him in a video
Yeah.
or two in the past. This is the man I'm gonna be going to SEMA with, so we're gonna have some
Yes.
dope content for you with that. That's gonna be sick. There's a bunch of cool cars here. Got a couple of Subies. I think this has probably got to be best in show. I think Denny's K-Trek has probably got to be the best in show. This thing is insane, dude. Look at the wide body on this. Holy crap! Like rusty out. That's like so sick. That is so filthy wide. I love this.
Just let me bring my truck up. Not much better than right.
Absolutely beautiful bug eye. Boosted Civic Si. This is sick. Little turbo in there. Mark III Supra. Couple Miatas. You can never go wrong with a Miata. Great cars. This SDI is super sick. A little GC8. Beautiful car. Evo, and then two S15s. I love this yellow. This yellow goes so nice. Such a beautiful color. Now there's a bunch of cool cars here, but what's really gonna make this place special is all the racing that's gonna happen later on and the drifting that we'll get into as well.
Good, dude.
How's it going, boss?
Good. Are you filming today?
I am filming today, yeah.
Awesome, bro. That's sick. Who else is here?
There's a couple people.
Not too bad. I mean, the weather's pretty bad.
Yeah, the weather's not great, but I mean, as long as the rain holds out, right?
Yeah, where'd you park the Integra?
It's just down that way. Very, very clean R33, but the special part about this car is actually what's underneath the hood here. Gotta pop the hood.
Too Jay-Z, no
Too
shit.
Jay-Z. This thing gets rowdy. This thing gets pretty rowdy.
It does.
It sounds amazing too.
Dude, I wanted to rev it when I got here. I love it.
You're not racing it today?
I don't know, if they got some extra room, I might try to get in. But
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I don't know, dude. I'm a little scared, dude. There's some like pretty
There's some
crazy
pretty
cars.
fast stuff here
Like
for
that
sure.
thing, dude? Nah, no shit. I'm good, bro. I don't want none of that. You like that Supra even? No. I'm
Yo,
good.
dude, that Supra was like, it was like going off earlier.
Yeah.
It's loud
And it's on slicks,
just,
too.
yeah, it's like, you can just tell, it's like, it's fast.
RB too?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is like my dream build. 240Z
Really?
with the inline, like
With an RB?
RB for sure. Like the Fast and Furious one or whatever.
This one's so sick because it's like rusted, and then like the wide
body's
body's
crazy.
The
dude.
wide body's
wheels
nuts.
too, like those
Yeah.
wheels are probably like 11 and a half, 12.
Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, the dish on those is insane.
That's perfect daily.
This is like, yeah, honestly, yeah, this would be a fun
Dude,
daily.
It's like an old fire truck.
It honestly is, yeah,
This
realistically.
jacked up roof.
These wagons are actually like pretty cool too. The STI, I like Fozzies.
Like for dream first car. That's all I wanted. And I got a WRX STX.
Yeah.
Way cooler.
Honestly though.
Wicked. The
That's so
wheels
sick.
too.
Yeah, this is like proper. So now you see a freaking box body drifting.
Dude, I know.
So you guys saw Delano earlier. This is his car. So it's a B20 swapped EK sedan. This thing rips. Honestly, it's like super lightweight, and it goes pretty good. So these things are kind of interesting. These are Civics, but these are gonna get drifted later today. I think they're gonna have trays, and they're gonna put them under the rear wheels, and they're gonna drift these cars. I'm excited to see that. It's gonna be crazy. That's wild.
It's been done before.
Merc's getting drifted. That's what I like to see. Takeover card. That sounds rowdy.
I know. Racing.
Yeah.
They're all like practicing right now.
Really?
I could figure out getting my way into one of these cars. That'd be pretty sick. I wasn't expecting this. When I came here today, I was not expecting to get tossed in the passenger seat of a car, but here we are. All right, so that's gonna kind of wrap it up for the drifting. There's still lots of drag racing to happen, so let's go check that out.
You can hear me. If it gets squirrely, back out of it. All right. Wow. The all-wheel drive boys are like this, though. You have 20 feet! Last one, bring them up!
Bro bought toys to donate and then doesn't want to donate them because they're too cool.
Look at that. This is like your car week.
Sick.
Your car week, and
Dude, that's tough. Hold on.
oh yeah. Oh look at that.
Here too. Hold on, I'm getting. Yeah, I'm gonna get two.
Cream M3. Oh look at that. That's sick.
That's fun. Bro, what are these finds?
Oh, this is a good one. The Type X.
Well, this is just a new button.
All right, we're now on our way back on the road again, and we'll be there in a little bit. All right, so we made it. We're all parked up.
Long drive.
Long drive.
Lots of events, flat tires seen, trucks cutting up.
Exactly. That actually kind of was a hectic drive.
That was crazy, man.
There's a couple of sick cars too that we saw. That GT4.
That 911 air cool.
Yeah, the 911's a little bit cooler than a GT4.
I think so too.
Just slightly. Got the 2J out.
Sort of.
Close enough.
Holy gosh, bro.
Bro dropped his Hot Wheel to donate
I'm
down
not gonna-
into the crevice in the trunk.
I'm not
and he
gonna-
can't get it out because his meth tank is in the way.
I kind of wish I had this problem, but I don't.
Can't relate.
This is the worst problem ever.
All right, well, this is, I guess, the toy bin. This is quite the toy bin. We got our Hot Wheels here. Add them to the pile. This looks a little interesting. All right.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what this is?
Is that freaking, like, I was gonna say it's the Lamborghini truck.
My goodness.
That's actually crazy.
Lamborghini truck.
I've never seen one of those in person.
That's wild.
That's this Power Wagon. I would rather have the Power Wagon. I can't even lie.
It doesn't even fit the frame. It's massive. I saw one of these in Monterey.
Really?
Yeah, it was for sale by RM was selling it.
Dude, this is a beautiful garage setup too, with all the lights.
This is awesome.
You're down at Monterey?
I was in Monterey, yeah.
I'm kidding. How'd you enjoy it?
It was awesome.
It was
very
else,
cool. It was unreal.
It is unreal.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, we drove his a 190 Evo 2 replica. We drove that all the way down from here.
Well, good for you guys to go, because it's an unreal show. It's just, your head just snaps turning and looking at cars.
Exactly.
Every split second. It's crazy.
This is insane, bro. Like, I've never seen one of these in person.
I don't think I'll ever see one again.
Yeah, this is like something else for sure.
It's like a once in a lifetime.
There are these, but like not many.
There's not a lot. It's crazy just to see one casually parked in here too. The novelty wore off of the VR6.
It's just a VW to me now. Really cool.
Just some old clapped Golf.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I love this color. That color, dude, just the yellow. That's mint, dude. I would love to own one of those at some point.
Turbo too.
Yeah.
Well, that black would be cool. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, really?
He's rebuilding it right now.
That's sick.
And he's doing full resto mod with like a F-150 interior, and then throwing in like a nice little fucking EcoBoost, I guess. Oh, there's a couple of Broncos in there too.
I like this color, dude. With the red interior, look at this.
Oh,
wow.
Fastback too.
Yeah. Jeez.
Dude, look how bare
That's
bones.
so beautiful.
No cup holders.
Yeah, who needs them, bro? You're a Mustang.
You don't need nothing. Just red carpet.
How sick would it be if I reupholstered the inside of my car like this?
No. Like, even like F.
They go so well together, dude.
No.
Red and cream. Red and cream
I
works.
couldn't not be.
Like
A 70s interior in a 90s car? Come on now.
even like the red Supra interiors, the red 300ZX interiors, man, I hate them.
Oh, I think it's so good. Now, see, I want one of these. This is what I want.
Oh yeah.
996.
Let's take a look at it.
Oh,
Manual too.
yeah. Well, it's a turbo.
Yeah, honestly,
That's
the headlights
quite
aren't
the
that
car.
bad. People complain about them, but
No, this is nice. Well, this is the Dot 2 as well. The Dot
What
2 is
about
better
this?
than the Dot 1, but the Dot 1's still good.
this is diet.
It's basic.
Diet
yeah,
Porsche.
Diet Porsche. Yeah, so this is pretty sweet.
That's a sleeper.
Supercharged.
Yeah. Oh, Malibu. Oh, wow.
On the HREs as well. That's just like such a subtle little flex.
This is the craziest lineup I've ever seen.
That's actually wild.
He's got the one underrated. I think.
Bro, who's clapped R33 is this?
R32?
Yeah. Yeah, who's got the R32?
R32 parked next to the R33.
Ethan, how many people do you disappoint when you say I have an R32 and then pull up in the Golf?
Kind of a mix. Actually, you know what? I'd say 90% are like happy about it, and then 10% are like Skyline guys that just don't
Like
know
this guy?
anything else except Skyline. he's not a Skyline guy.
No, he's not. He knows his
This guy's
stuff.
had lots of cars though. He's not just like, oh, I've had 17 Skylines my whole life. Don't buy anything else.
Oh yeah, see this?
It's pretty nice. Look at this.
See, this is gorgeous.
The roof wheels, oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is something special.
So yeah, apparently my buddy detailed this thing.
Crazy. Bro, this interior is like, I don't know how you can see it on camera, but that's so nice. The seats, like the brown. Oh, Ethan. Look at that.
Oh,
Little taggy,
what a
bro.
lineup, eh?
So you got the Viper and an Integra. That's so sick.
We need shop like this.
You guys can go in and see it.
Is this your shop?
Go take a look. Jared's, but
Yeah?
that's the car.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bought it brand new in Edmonton in 1991.
No way.
Dude, this thing's insane. I
That's
love the color
wild.
too. The teal. Yeah.
It honestly is the best color these cars came in, really.
Take a look at the suspension at the front.
RPF ones to keep it period
Crazy. Yeah, you can see all the suspension stuff that's done. Just no exhaust.
Oh, we have an exhaust. It's in the trunk.
Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, crazy.
like brand new fuel tank.
I was gonna
Everything's
say,
been
brand new
sound
gas
deadening.
tank, yeah.
Spent about 3 hours at like 3 a.m. sound deadening underneath, so you can see it's like all sound deadening underneath.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we have billet control arms that are going on.
Right, so the whole rear end's gonna get redone and all
We're
that.
doing team coilovers, I think, and then
Yeah, that's a good
the Rowood discs in the back and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
How much?
He probably wants 20, I think.
Yeah, that's more money than I have to spend on another Integra.
How's your Teggy?
It's so fun.
I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, dude, it's such a fun little car.
Well, he had two. He has the bill side.
Great.
He has the whole warehouse.
I know.
This is wild. Crazy old Jay.
No.
Yeah. That color is nice too. It's like a dark purple kind of.
He's got the OG plate too.
Oh, yeah, he totally does. The old like antique plate.
You can run those like on all antique cars if you can get a hold of one.
That's
It's in the garage. This is crazy.
yeah. I didn't even.
This is
That's
like
like-
a Great Gatsby car.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. It's Camaro right
This
here.
is absolutely perfect.
It's such a This is low-key. It's probably like my favorite generation of Camaro.
It's perfect build. This is exactly how I would do it. This is my
Yeah.
favorite gen of Camaro too. It's probably one of my favorite muscle cars.
Really? Hey.
Yeah. I can't afford one of these, so what I was looking at is getting a Firebird, and you do the front end swap on them, and it looks identical.
That's actually hilarious.
Because these are like up there in price, and the Firebirds are like substantially cheaper.
GT4 RS though.
I want to see that thing up there too.
Yeah. This is like peak TikTok car right here. Good old
TikTok car.
peak TikTok car.
Everyone's
GT3
dream
RS.
car.
I would love to own a 3RS at some point though.
Yeah,
997 3RS.
I raced one
manual.
of these and I got absolutely destroyed.
I'm not surprised.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I should put these in my Integra. 765 seats.
I wonder how much they weigh.
Probably like nothing. Yeah, straight up is Iron Man's garage. Not even kidding. It's like a weird mix of like muscle, like classic, and like yeah, GT3 E30. Straight up Iron Man garage.
Look how faded the M3 badge is on that.
That's how you know it's legit.
I love how I've never seen an M3, and then the past 2 days we go to car shows, I see two.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Two
ones.
like really perfect examples
Yeah.
too. This is actually crazy because
Yeah, we
apparently
should
this thing's
take a
like
look at this.
fully
Look at
like
the wastegates, my goodness.
fully home built. That's actually nuts.
Everyone's
Fiberglass buckets.
got something.
Dude, that's just full on like race car.
Oh, it's working. Whoa. The front HREs too. It's definitely not hurting.
Twin turbo.
This is insane.
He was like.
Alright, it is a new day. We are here in Las Vegas and we're here at SEMA. We're gonna jump into the show pretty quick here and go check out some really cool cars. Here we are. Alright, we made it in the show. We're gonna walk around, check out some cars. DeLorean here. This is cool. I've seen a couple DeLoreans in the past, but it's definitely not a very common thing to find. Oh, that's not expecting that. Ferrari swap in the DeLorean. That's crazy.
It's got a 911
That's sick.
Wow.
I wonder how it is to drive.
911 transmission, Ferrari engine. That's so cool. Whoa. Lambo swapped Miata with 2 turbos for headlights.
The white on white matte looks so good on this RX-7. Wheels are crazy.
Look at that. That's crazy.
TJ at the Hot Rod Power West. It's 1,000 pounds lighter than a factory Model 3. After check out the body.
Ferrari 550 Maranello.
Beautiful car.
I mean, I think it's a real Ferrari though, but like nothing.
Well, you know what I like about this thing?
What?
Is it looks like it gets driven.
Yeah, clearly.
You know what I mean? Like it's it's beat up, but it looks.
Door handles.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's not necessarily all about looking good. It's about making sure it works good. Very, very nice S2000. And then right next to this Pro-Charged S2K is this full carbon Z. Absolutely unreal. On the Meisters as well. Looks like it's just a black car from further away, but you get up close, that's carbon. It'd be amazing to drive. Probably super uncomfortable, but probably super fun at the same time. It's absolutely wild. Such a cool car. Right here, we've got TJ Hunt's Mustang. So this thing's really, really cool. Love this little cream with the green. And it's got an RB26 swap as well. Absolutely beautiful car, really, really well done. Right here we've got a dually Cybertruck. This is kind of cool. I still don't know how I feel about Cybertrucks, but that's definitely really cool. So right here we've got a bunch of RWBs. I love this absolutely beautiful color here. And there's a live RWB build going on right now. Super cool. Car's getting dismantled. These two colors look so good together. The Targa, absolutely beautiful. And then the blue as well on the 993 looks so good. All right, so we got another really special RWB. Really, really cool car, 964. Absolutely beautiful wheels. This is probably one of the nicer ones, I have to say. Looks really good. This wing though, this wing is super crazy. And I don't know if I love it or hate it, I can't lie. I think I'm kind of liking it though. Absolutely wild, wide body Mark IV Supra. Super cool, lovely color too, love the color. So we're just walking into the actual proper main part of the convention center now. First time being in SEMA, it's a really cool experience. First car we see, it's a beautiful RWB right up the front. So this right here is a car that did the Cannonball Run, and it's basically the fastest time from New York to LA. Did it, says there on the trunk, 25 hours and 39 minutes. Absolutely super, super impressive. Very fast car. So right here we have the Throttle R34, Too Fast, Too Furious car. It's so cool. The paint job turned out absolutely amazing. From New Zealand, eh?
My home.
Home sweet home. With a rotary. Absolutely crazy. Insane car.
Now, my audio cut out for this clip, but we're basically just talking about the Mad Mike McLaren and how it's super cool that they turned this thing into a full drift car with a rotary 20B in very short amount of time. And off in the corner was really cool. We actually saw Mad Mike talking to the Stig from Top Gear.
This is absolutely insane. It's an electric, it's an EV Ferrari Dino. I don't know if this is real or not. I'm kind of hoping it's not, but it may be. Absolutely insane though. It does look beautiful. An absolutely crazy interior. Crazy, crazy interior. Paint is amazing as well. So this is the Integra HRC, which is a really cool car. I saw this in Monterey at Car Week, and I'm seeing it again here at SEMA. Really interesting car. I really hope it goes in production. It's just a prototype. It's a one-of-one concept pretty much, and it's basically supposed to be a street legal race car in a sense. This right here is super cool, super special. Charger Daytona. This is one of my very first dream cars. Super cool to see this. All right, so walking into the Toyo tent, we got an EG Civic electric swap. It's got the Type R seats in here. Super, super clean car. E36. We've got a cream CRX. This is awesome.
This CRX is twin turbo with a Honda J Series.
Absolutely unreal car. Take a look at this 996.1 Speedster, it looks like. This is so cool. I finally admitted.
You finally admit the box is the best.
It looks like
ever.
because it looks like a Speedster.
It's the coolest Porsche
This
ever.
looks like a Speedster.
Now you want one?
No. Oh, I would drive this.
Over any 996 by far.
Yes, but not all Boxsters look like this.
I think they look good stock.
This interior is insane. I didn't realize when I first walked around, but this is all carbon, and then it fades into the paint color. Although you can still see the carbon weave in the paint here. So cool. Interior is beautiful as well. Look at that. This is really sick. You've been saying you like what?
The wheels. I love the wheels.
The wheels are amazing. And it ties well in with like the gold as well. I feel like if it was a little bit closer to the gold accents, it'd be better, but...
It's weird, we've got my two like dream cars, the AC Cobra right there. I think that has a Tuesday in it or something.
That's insane.
The Rolls Royce right there.
The Rolls Royce.
And then we've got one of my other favorite cars of all time, the Porsche Boxster 986.
I still can't believe that's actually one of your favorite cars.
I love it. I need one. I've wanted one in that exact.
That one's special,
I want silver with red interior since I was in high school.
Okay, well you get one of those and I'll get a 911. This is super cool, 300ZX. Gorgeous. I really love this color too. The color is amazing on this car. The wheels look good as well. Look at this Cobra with an RB26. This SLR is absolutely unreal. The color is insane. This also, you know, this also kind of gives like a speed racer vibe. I don't know why I think that, but I do. And it's also right next to this absolutely beautiful 911 as well, with a gorgeous wide body. This interior is unreal too. Well, that's a sound you never want to hear your motor make. I don't know how well you can hear me right now, but I am currently driving my Honda Civic that I just bought home after buying it, and it is knocking like there is no tomorrow. But I've still got a half hour to get home. This is a Honda, it is D-Series, so I feel like I've got pretty good odds. All right, so we didn't make it. The car blew up. Oh no. I'm gonna assume what the issue was. I'm gonna assume the issue was that it had spun a rod bearing and it probably just grenaded itself. There is oil everywhere. This engine is totally toast. Yeah, well, that was a fun adventure. We were probably still like 20 minutes away from home, so still a ways to go. I guess it's time to call a tow truck now. So that's fun. All right, so we're gonna see if there's anything underneath the motor that we can take a look at here. What do we got? We got a big oil puddle. No chunks of motor though. Don't see any. Yeah, we should pop the hood. We should pop the hood. Try and pop the hood.
See if you can find a hole in the block.
There's a lot more oil coming out of there than I remember. I don't see anything on the front side. Oh, I see a crack.
Yeah?
The block is cracked. Right, hold on. Focus, please. Right there, you see it? So the block is cracked on the front. Can't see really anything from the back, but gotta love it. Solid car, solid car. And all right, that's the end of the saga for tonight at least. I'm gonna let Kieran drive the Integra home because, you know, you gotta let the friends drive your toys every once in a while. Yeah, the car's gonna stay here for now, and tow truck's gonna come pick it up and take it right to my house for me. So that's great. That is why you get tow insurance, people. Tow insurance is important. Bye-bye. All right, so it's a couple weeks later after this car exploded on the side of the highway, and we've got it in the garage. I've got a new motor, which I'm about to show you, and we're ready to get started here. So when I bought this car, it had rod knock already. I thought maybe we can try and drive it home, and I wasn't super successful, as you guys saw. However, I was able to pick up another motor for pretty cheap. So today and tomorrow, we're gonna be spending a lot of time working on this car and getting it swapped, and I wouldn't be able to do this as well without Kieran. Kieran's the reason why this swap is going to be able to happen, and this is his engine hoist, which you now have to pull out of the back of the Integra. All right, first look under the hood in a little while, and it's a typical D-Series, except this one has a hole in here somewhere, and we can't see it yet. There's a hole down here, well, not a hole, but a crack, but I'm pretty sure the big hole is going to be in the back of the block. All right, so now we're just going to start by pulling everything out that we need in order to get this motor out of the way. All right, so I'm currently underneath the car just to drain any of the last little bit of oil that needs to come out before we pull the head off and everything. And I don't think I need to actually drain anything because I came under here and take a look at this. Massive crack all the way through the oil pan. And if we look up here, big hole. And I'm sure there's probably another hole somewhere in the block. But this is, I guess this is why my motor is not running anymore. I guess all the oil is completely gone. All right, so after a bunch of finagling with a bunch of different bolts, wires, and hoses, this head is finally ready to come off. And once this is off, we'll actually be able to properly see what is wrong with this engine. All right, moment of truth. Everything should be disconnected out of the way. Lift up. That's in there still. Oh no, there's still more hoses. This goes to show that it never actually goes how you think it's gonna go. No. Never ever does it ever work out 100%. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's still something else. It should do it. It should just lift right up now. And look at that. First try, just like that. Easy peasy. I'm gonna set this thing down before I drop it everywhere. Wait, hold on. Do that again, Kieran. Just
nothing else moved.
That's crazy. Well, I guess you know which piston it was. Mint. All right, let's go. Okay, what are we working on currently?
I'm pulling the T-bracket at the back of the engine.
So this bracket has to come out so we can shimmy the transmission down so that the whole motor can come out. We brought this engine hoist, which is kind of in pieces right now, but we brought this to lift it out. However, it's just going to be a lot easier if we just drop the motor out the bottom. So we're going to do that instead. All right, the motor's about to come out. We're going to drop it out the bottom and hopefully we don't break anything, but we might, so who knows. So it's like kind of half separated here. You can kind of see the clutch and all that in there. This is fun. I've never done this before.
Man, he fell off. All right.
Now back down.
Yeah, go back down.
We got this engine crane here. Why don't we use that?
Because we don't need it. It's a block.
All right. Okay. Now we're just sliding it out. Motor's out of the car. Now we just got to get it out of the way. Bye-bye, blown up D-Series. All right.
Any cracks in the back of the block?
Only spilling a little bit of coolant out of here.
That's insane. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, there's the hole in the block. Right there, there's a big old hole. And then there's that hole in the oil pan we saw earlier. That's crazy. I also want to point this out. Look at that little K&N filter. That could easily run for like another 20,000 kilometers, right?
Easy.
Yeah.
25, 40,
40,000, 50,000.
Honestly, never change it.
Never change it.
Like, just put oil in it and it'll be fine.
This is why the last motor blew up.
All right, so we've got the head placed back onto the new block. Everything's going well so far. And now we're just starting to put in the head studs. And we're gonna start torquing these down in a minute here. All right, so now we've got the motor on the hoist. And the next step is gonna be basically just lifting this up and then just plopping it right down there into the bay. Should be pretty straightforward. I think probably the most difficult part will just be kind of like positioning it and getting it situated in the first place.
Getting
but
it lined up with the trans.
Exactly, yeah, getting it lined up so it mates properly with the transmission, which is still inside the bay. But I think other than that, really all the rest that needs to get done is just hoses connected and plugs connected.
Start with motor mounts, go from there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll hook up the motor mounts, get it like actually sitting in there like on its own weight, and then yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Just making sure everything's plugged in and trying not to forget any fuel lines.
It's fine.
Hey, you might want to put some oil in it.
Oh, that's why it blew up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so after nearly having the engine and transmission fully put together and seated in the car, it just didn't quite line up right. So we decided after a lot of finagling, we pulled the transmission out, just out the bottom. And now we're pulling the block again. And so now what we're gonna be doing is pulling this out. We're gonna mate them together outside of the car, which is actually a lot easier and what we really should have done in the first place. And then we're gonna drop them back into the car. So, yeah, hopefully this works out.
You're a weird guy.
My gosh, you have no idea how much you've been through. Not you, Morgan, you don't care, or Kieran. All right, so we've got the motor dropped in, finally seated in the right spot. Transmission is on the block. Big thank you to Blake because this would not have been done without him. So yeah, all the transmission and the motor mounts are both mounted up. So I think now we just gotta drop the crane and pull the chain out, in theory, right?
Yeah, drop the crane, pull the chains out, and then just put hoses and wires together and hope it runs.
And don't forget oil.
Both oils, because we had to pull fluid out of the trans.
Yeah, that too. So, and coolant. Coolant's, well, it's a D-Series. Coolant doesn't really matter, I guess. Look at that. Motor is fully supported under its own weight. All right, I'm absolutely filthy. I'm covered in all sorts of oil and gunk and grossness. And this motor is pretty much ready to start. Actually, other than some coolant, this motor is ready to start. But there's a couple little things that needed to get bolted up, and we had some pretty annoying issues with getting our shifter linkages put back together. And because of that, it is now 4:15 in the morning. And so we're gonna go to sleep. Well, I'm gonna shower first, then we're gonna go to sleep, and we're gonna wake up in like probably 2 hours when not even 2 hours when the next auto parts store is open. And we're gonna go get a little replacement dowel for one of our shifter linkages, and then hopefully fingers crossed, threading a couple bolts together, and with less than an hour's worth of work, this car, yeah, I kind of just jinxed it, but hopefully this car will be running. All right, so both me and Morgan currently feel like death. We look like death, but we are almost ready for our first start. Now, we did a lot of this off camera because it's really just like boring, like plugging stuff in. It's kind of pointless. Like, there's not really much to see here.
And a lot of it was just us figuring out where stuff went. It's not easy or fun or anything. So.
No, you don't want to have to cry with us. You don't want to see what we went through.
Kind of obvious the way we did it wasn't the right way to do it.
A little embarrassing. But anyways, we just hooked up the battery. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in and key it on. Because in theory, we got interior lights, so that's good. We just want to make sure that everything looks good. Now, I am expecting a check engine light.
Well, you'll get all the lights anyways. We've got lights.
Yeah.
Got a head unit.
Did you hear the fuel pump go? I think I heard the fuel pump go.
That was a fuel pump.
Okay, now we shut it off because there's no coolant in this car. Well, that's good news. That's good news because last thing we need to do now is we just have one slave cylinder bolt we need to put back in here and then just fill it up with coolant and it's ready for the first start. So now we're just going to jack the car up. We're going to get it sitting on its own weight and then, yeah, the last step now is just fill this sucker up with a little bit of coolant and pray and hope that after starting it with a new motor, it doesn't still have rod knock.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't sound like it used to.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be very bad.
We don't want a repeat of that.
No. I want to say a big shout out to my coworker Landon. He bought the wrong coolant at the gas station. Not that this is the right coolant for me, but I just want this car to run. So we're going to be putting this in here and hope that it keeps the car cool. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's a D-Series.
Yeah, with the D-Series, coolant is coolant.
Yeah, honestly, you can put water in this thing and it would probably be fine, even if it freezes. With a little bit of like a yellowy green coolant. All right, so after filling it up, coolant started dumping everywhere out of the back of the engine, which is quite unfortunate. And this guy right here was the culprit. So weirdly enough, the heater, what do you even call this thing?
Heater pipe.
So
That's not the heater pipe, but the
No,
heater
no.
pipe that runs along the back of the block.
Yeah, so the heater pipe that runs along the back of the block has this little plug here. And the one that's on this motor is in a different spot than it is on here for whatever reason, even though they're the exact same engine. And this doesn't reach from here to where it needs to go on the intake manifold. It's roughly around here on the new one. And then took us a while to find it. We eventually did. And then this hose wasn't long enough to reach the different position. So we had to go to Napa, get a new one, buy new coolant, it was the whole thing. But now Morgan is fastening up the new hose. And I'm not going to say I hope it works, although I do hope it works, but I'm not going to try and jinx it. This is supposed to be one of the easiest engine swaps you can do. But
it's a replacement.
yeah, it's not even a swap. It's just an engine replacement, and it has been a total and absolute nightmare. All right, this decides if we drive the car today. I'm not hearing anything leaking out yet. No way.
The hysterics, bro.
No way.
It'll run.
This car is gonna run today. And just like that, we're opening the garage up because the car is back on the ground and we're gonna start it up. So, fingers crossed. I really hope it starts. It is very possible it doesn't start.
It's incredibly possible it doesn't start, but I'm hoping for both of our sake and our sanity that it does start.
This was put together by a couple of idiots in a garage who have no idea what they're doing. But you know what? Great learning curve. I don't regret a thing. Maybe a little bit, but that's okay.
I regret sleeping on that lawn chair last night for 2 hours.
Hey, that window goes down. All right, you ready? First start, first try. Ready?
Is the battery dead?
Bro. This car, I just want to say this. This car sat in like minus 15 degrees Celsius weather for like 2 weeks. and I came out here and I cranked it with a blown motor. It cranked over without a battery jump or anything like that. But as soon as we're like ready to start it, the car's been inside, the battery's warm. Let's start. All right, so after it no starting again, we're just gonna kind of start by covering all our bases. We check the fuel line. It's getting fuel as long as it's getting from the fuel rail into the injectors, which in theory it should be if it's getting it to there, because the car ran fine before, even with road knock. So now we're checking our spark plugs. That plug actually looks really good, but we're gonna have to check if it's actually getting spark now. So that's kind of like next on the agenda. And then if we still get nothing, if there's still getting spark, then we'll have to do a compression test and hope that this motor's actually got compression in it.
And if it has compression in it, it still won't start. We get to go back to the wiring again.
Yeah, that means something would be done wrong with the wiring for sure.
All right, so we pulled it out, and we think we kind of had spark.
Yeah, I felt like some tingles through my fingers. So,
but like we weren't really seeing it. But with no plugs in the engine, it was still really struggling just to crank. And we know that the motor isn't seized because we were able to spin it by hand super easily. So we swapped the battery because we think the battery is just probably toast and won't give it enough power. Even with a charge, won't give it enough power to start it. So now that we've got the new battery, plugs back in, fuel's all hooked up exactly, we're gonna try and start it for, I don't even know, probably the 5th time now?
yeah, 5th or 6th.
Sick.
Well, that was 2024. Thank you guys so much if you guys made it all the way to the end of this video. I know it's a long one, but yeah, that's everything that happened in the past year. It's crazy to, go through, watch all this stuff again, see kind of what happened all over again. And it also gets me really excited for 2025. I know that as great as 2024 was, 2025 is going to be even better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep it fresh.